Sometimes it's really difficult to figure out what the next best move is for you, what you should be focusing on, how can you get to the next goal or chapter in your life. Hello everyone, I am the Honest Hierophant, and today's pick a card reading, the topic is what you should be focusing on. So that is what I'm going to discuss with you, honestly. In today's pick a card reading, I have the piles a bit differently. I have an oracle card faced up for you to choose from the image for each pile. And then I also have crystals down below that you can also choose from if that's more comfortable for you. For the pile number 1, I have the Flamingo Spirit with a raw piece of Citrine underneath it. For pile number 2, I have the Groundhog Spirit with a clear Quartz raw piece underneath it. And then for pile number 3, I have the Fox Spirit with a raw piece of Amethyst underneath it. Before I let you go into your piles, I just wanted to let you know that I have a Ko-Fi page now up and active to where you can book a reading with me if you would like. And also comment down below what you think the next pick a card reading should be based on. The timestamps are down below in the description. Once you have picked your pile, take all the time you need, and I'll see you there in your pile. Hello pile number 1, welcome into your section of the video. You have either chose the card based off the Flamingo Spirit, or you've chosen from the Citrine piece that is also in the middle of the table. Welcome into your pile. You are struggling to figure out what you are needing to focus on right now, and hopefully by the end of this reading you will be able to clear all that up and you will be able to move forward on your current path. In today's video, we are taking these messages to heart. The Flamingo Spirit, we'll put it up right here in the top left corner. Embrace the in-between. Okay, that's some juicy information. We are also going to pick 2 of the Animal Spirit Oracle cards as well to figure out what animal energy, what animal spirits do you need to embody to help you on this current path that you are on, or to help figure out what you need to be focused on. We'll go ahead and pick 2 of those animal spirits now. You could even say that the Flamingo Spirit might be something to help you in this current time as well. So if you wanted to look into what the flamingo spiritually means, probably wouldn't hurt. So I'm going to pick 2 cards. One just fell out in my lap. We're going to go with this other one. All right, we're going to set these 2 cards to the side. Move these tarot deck. We're going to set them to the side, and we will reveal those towards the end of the tarot message. So stick around to the end of the video for that. And we are using the Sacred Kingdoms tarot deck in this pile. Very majestic deck. Go ahead and shuffle these cards up. All right, what does pile number 1 need to be focused on? What should their focus be shifted towards if they're not already focused on the right things? Let's figure this out. Embrace the in-between is really speaking to me, and that could really mean a lot of things. But let's go ahead and figure out what you need to be focusing on. Justice, the Strength, the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Cups. Ooh, okay. King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords. One more card here. King of Cups. Alright, very interesting. We got 2 King cards and 2 10 cards. So let's just go over what I have pulled so far just to reiterate it. We have the Justice, the Strength, the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the King of Cups. So there's a lot of energy here of choices. decision making. And a lot of the choices seem to be really made based off practicality. And I feel like that should not be how you should be making your choices. There needs to be a bit more of emotion, following the heart, following the true path that you feel like your heart is being called on. And that, yes, there can be some difficult decisions based on this path. And yes, there could be, some hardships and some confusions and things of that nature. But ultimately, you should really follow into the heart, follow into what you feel called to. Because I realistically think that there is a sense of intuition here that is not wrong, right? And I feel like you've been following your heart up into this point anyways. You've really made some choices here recently that was based off your heart, that was based off what you felt called to do. And I think that you should still be on this path because it's almost like you are trying to launch yourself from where you're currently at with the choices that you're making to the end goal. It's almost like you know what the end goal is already. You confidently see it further down the line. You want it that bad that you're willing to launch yourself forward and miss everything that's in between. There is some important life lessons that you still have got to go through. And I think your heart knows that. I think your heart knows that it has to go through specific life lessons before it can reach the end goal, before it can meet its final resting place. And this life lesson, these life obstacles, these things that you're going through, it cannot be rationally processed. It has to be processed through your emotions and through your heart. It seems like you're having to tap into more of your feminine, your divine feminine energy to be able to go through these things. So realistically, I think you need to be more present-minded. Pile number one. You need to focus on the energy that is in between where you know you're going to end up, where you see yourself completing a journey, completing the final chapter in your story, seeing where your heart's supposed to end up. You got to be more present-minded in the steps to get there, because it seems like there's much more of an energy that shows that there's many, many more steps before you get to where you're going. And that there is a harsh reality of things that are supposed to transpire for you. And that is difficult choices, that is difficult endings, that is difficult lessons to learn for you. And I don't think that you are supposed to leave anything else right now. If you have left some things recently, bravo to you. I think you did the right things here. There is still some lingering energy within your energetic field that suggests that you have done the right thing, even though it's hard. And maybe you're still having those hardships weigh on you. But I don't think that you are ready to leave anything else right now. You need to embrace what is going on. You need to embrace the in-between. You need to really learn some of these life lessons that are coming up. Focus on things that are not working. How can you make them better? How can you make them work? How can you learn from this? That might be something that you need to dive in a bit deeper. There's some things about yourself that needs to be built up. Some things that need to be learned or programmed within inside your mind and within inside your body and soul. There's a bit of cleanup that has to be taken care of for you. I think there is a connection for you to let go of an energy that you feel like is meant for you. But it almost seems like that energy has came at a poor time. It has came at a time where it wasn't meant for you yet. Almost like a teaser. And that energy will come back to you. And you should realize that that energy will come back to you. So instead of getting into the energy of feeling like you missed out on something, be in the energy of what you should be learning right now. Be in the energy of what you should be focused on, which is the in-between stuff. Your current agenda, your current trajectory. Things you should be focused on is the smaller things in life and the people that are around you and clearing up your energetic field. Let's see if I can get some clarifications on these cards real quick. Can I get a clarification on the Justice card? We got the Ace of Pentacles on top of the Justice. Clarification on the Strength card is the Judgment. All right, so let's see. Clarification on Justice. This is the start of a new path for you. And it seems like you've been kind of, like I said, shown the ender, the teaser. The Ten of Pentacles is on the table. You've been shown the end result for some reason. But you've got to be able to start this path. You got to be able to start on this path because you're not going to jump from the start of the path to the end. It's just not possible. And I think that's something that you've got to get a grasp on with this Judgment card coming out as well, is that this is a start of an energy. This is the start of something within you to kind of focus on the things that you should be focused on right now, which is learning some life lessons about you and maybe about some other people to really build up your energy for the right timing. Because you think that you might be out of the woodworks of learning the life lessons that you were supposed to. You feel like this King of Pentacles. You feel like maybe right now you're just living the life of who you are and thinking that all the life lessons have built you up to who you are and that you've just got to ride it out. But it's just simply not the case. You can't do that. You can't. You've got more life lessons ahead of you than you really thought. So you've got to get back on the horse and continue to move forward with the life lessons that you are supposed to be learning in this current time. There's things around you, like I said, the smaller things that you've got to start picking up on, like, hey, actually, I see this clearly. I think I need to address this part of me. Maybe this part of me is a bad habit or is very faulty or something of that nature, and that's what you should be focused on. All right. Let's see if I can get a clarification card on the Eight of Cups. I have the Two of Wands. There's a part of me that says that the thing that you were going to be walking away from that you shouldn't at this time is something that you're supposed to build with somebody. There's a part of you that should be building something with the current energy that you shouldn't walk away from. And I think this energy is more so about building yourself up and about building each other up and also working on building something together that creates something, that creates good in the world, that creates something very successful, maybe even like an income of some sort. And whenever you two create this thing, it ties you together for a long, long time. But that is part of your path. That is part of your journey. It is supposed to be this way. And that is okay to do. And that is okay to focus on, is to build this with this person. And that you should not leave until this energy has been built, successful and stable, and can thrive on its own. Let me get a clarification on the Two of Cups, please. So the energy of this Two of Cups is matched with the Emperor. And ultimately, I feel like that kind of overrules the King of Pentacles. You cannot have this Two of Cups energy until you actually become the Emperor instead of the King of Pentacles. You think you've learned everything that you're supposed to learn. You've not actually gotten to the Emperor status. You've only gotten to the King of Pentacles. And that King of Pentacles energy almost seems like it's make-believe. It almost seems like that's something that you've created. That you're more of like, or at least you should be more tapped into the King of Cups energy instead of the King of Pentacles energy. And maybe you are actually the King of Cups. Okay? So really you should be focusing on how can you get to the Emperor energy? How can you learn all the life lessons you possibly can to make it to a better form of yourself, a stronger form of yourself, an immovable object, an irresistible force? How can you become that? Because maybe there's a lack of confidence, maybe there's a lack of motivational energy, a lack of stability. You're simply not there yet. And that's something that you should be worried about creating. Let me get some clarification on this King of Pentacles. Got the Queen of Swords. Someone that is behind you, someone that is motivating you, someone that might even be painting the picture of showing you that you are not this King of Pentacles energy. Someone with brilliance and resilience to them. And I feel like you are connected with this current energy and that you should learn from this current energy. This current energy you are with is somebody that can transform you from this faulty King of Pentacles energy, this King of Cups energy, into the Emperor. So focus on learning from this person. Focus on what this person can teach you. And not more of the emotional aspects of the two. Let me get clarification on the Five of Swords. Got the Page of Wands. Very interesting that this card comes out, because maybe it's more so this reading that might be creating a stronger energy for you, a more spontaneous type of energy. You were releasing maybe the doubt and the fear and the confusion and allowing that to empower you, allowing that to grow, motivate you. There could be a portal of a sense too that maybe you were backing away from after learning more about this energy, getting more clarification for yourself, that you felt like you could jump from the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. But now you know better to listen to your heart and know that that is not the right course of action. That you should be inspired to improve yourself, to better yourself, to grow yourself, and allow it to grow steadily. Okay? How can you end up in the end goal here? Let me get a clarification of the Ten of Pentacles. Allow it to breathe in new light to you. Pile number 1. Five of Cups. So, let me also get a clarification on the Ten of Swords. Just because I felt like these energies are supposed to be read together. Yeah, okay. So, the energy of feeling like you know what you're supposed to have, but don't have it. You've got to take care of what you do have. You got to focus on what you do have and nurture that, grow that, allow it to breathe life into you, allow it to give yourself the life that you're supposed to have, the divine timing of everything. Focus on what matters to you and embrace what, like I said, you do have. Embrace the lessons that you're learning, embrace the love that you're feeling, embrace everything that is going right for you. Okay. And when everything is meant to happen for you, it will happen for you. And that's perfectly fine. Just allow the divine timing to perfectly work out how it's supposed to. All right. Let's see what the King of Cups has to say. Any clarification? Yeah. All right. We got 2 clarification cards on the King of Cups. Connecting with your emotions, connecting with your own energy, your own intuition, your own feeling of what is supposed to happen. Being back on the horse of the Knight of Pentacles. Being back on, that correct path of learning and, growing things economically, finances, energy-based, of learning who you're supposed to become. Stop waiting. All right? Stop feeling bad about yourself. Stop feeling like something's been torn from you, because it's not. It's literally a figment of your imagination that what you were supposed to have has been torn from you and you can't have it anymore. And it doesn't mean that it actually is. It's still there. It's just not meant for you in this time. It'll come back around at the right timing, but you've got to move forward on your path of learning how to become the Emperor. Learn how to master your energy. Learn how to overpower any other thoughts that you might have, instability, and create what you're supposed to create in this world, because that is your purpose. Focus on your purpose of what you're supposed to be creating together with this person that you're with now, and allow that energy to amplify. Allow that energy to grow. Focus on that energy. Okay, pile number 1? If you don't know what it is that you're supposed to be growing, then that is something that you've got to learn. That is something that you've needing to focus on. What is it that I'm supposed to be creating with this person? What is it I'm supposed to be doing with this person that I'm currently with, or currently supposed to be engaged with? Okay? There's several things that you've got to learn about yourself. There's several things you got to learn about your life's purpose. And there's several things that you've got to learn about your connection with this person. And focus on those things. At this time, I'm going to reveal the 2 cards that we have chosen for the animal spirits, of what animal spirit you need to embody to help you on this journey. We've got the camel, and we got the buffalo. The camel to me represents something long-lasting, something that can persevere through some of the harshest conditions. I believe that you can embody this energy, and I totally recommend looking up the spiritual meaning of the camel and the buffalo to see what you need to embody from these 2 animals to help you on this journey that you're currently on. And like I said, I believe the camel just resembles the nature of persevering through some of the harshest conditions, maybe even through some of the harsher feelings that you might be having right now, and allow yourself to come out on the other side. Allow yourself to be stronger, more stable, more concrete, long-lasting. Be built to last. Okay? And the buffalo, to me seems like an energy of just sticking your head down and going forward and not being worried about what's ahead of you. About just focusing on what's in front of you, focusing on the hard work ahead of you, and just really seeing the hard work pay off. Just really dig in and balance yourself into the hard work that you need to focus on. There's some work ahead of you. So that is the energies that I think you need to embody, pile number 1. I hope this energy resonates with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hello, pile number 2. Everyone that has picked either the clear quartz piece or the Groundhog spirit card, welcome into your section of the video. It's great to have you here. In today's video, we're trying to figure out what you need to be focusing on. The cards that I'm going to be using inside this pile is the Cat Tarot alongside an Oracle deck that also has different animal spirits on them. I'll be picking 2 animal spirit cards to save for the end of the reading, and these 2 animal spirits are what you might need to embody their energy of to help you get through this time and moving on to the next chapter or trying to figure out what you need to focus on. And like I said, those will be revealed at the end. So let's go ahead and move the Groundhog Spirit up to the top corner. The Groundhog Spirit might also be something else that you can resonate with and use as, some energy that you might need to embody to get through what you're getting through currently. So I would definitely recommend, if you feel called to it, to look up any sort of spiritual meanings to groundhogs and seeing what they might resonate with you with. So let's go ahead and take the oracles and figure out what 2 animal oracles you need to embody to get through this current time. All right, here's the first one, and then the second one. And like I said, we'll reveal those 2 at the end of the reading. So the Groundhog Spirit card says, time to let go. That might be some energy that you need to focus on. So let's see what the Cat Tarot might be able to tell us. What you need to let go, or if there's anything else you need to be focusing on currently. What does pile number 2 need to focus on? All right, we got the Ace of Wands coming out first. We got the 2 of Cups. We got the Empress. The Devil. The 10 of Wands. Excuse me, that's the 5 of Wands, not the 10 of Wands. We have the 8 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Pentacles. All right, pile number 2. It does seem like there's some energy that you've got to let go of. Seems like there's some energy that is holding you to the past. With the Devil card and the 5 of Pentacles card coming out, it shows to me that, there's some energy of yourself. There's a shadow version of yourself that is not being healed. It's not being exercised. It's not being, I guess you could say, focused on. It's not getting the attention that it needs. There's some healing that you've got to do, pile number 2, that allows you to entertain the idea of the future. This could be healing from a soul connection. This could be healing from any sort of past energy that has kind of discredited you or not made you feel like yourself. Maybe this energy has not allowed you to act like yourself as well. Maybe you are not feeling like you can be who you really want to be. So that can fit in the category of a lot of different things. I think the biggest thing is you do not have a sense of freedom. You do not feel like you can entertain the idea of the future. Like maybe you are kind of reducing your thoughts by kind of imagining that those things are not able to be brought into your life. Maybe they cannot exist in your life due to doubt, due to fear, maybe even due to other people's beliefs about your ideas. And a lot of this seems to come from insecurity and a wounded nature of things that have happened or transpired in the past dealing with a soul connection. Maybe you feel like you've kind of been bullied, or maybe not been taken care of, or kind of been told you weren't good enough. There's been neglect. There's been some heartache. You believe in yourself that maybe you aren't worth much. Maybe there's not a lot of self-worth here. And I strongly encourage you to kind of see that part of yourself as something that needs to be healed and let go of. You need to let go of other people's expectations. You need to let go of other people's thoughts about you. And you need to kind of start a new chapter. Start a new chapter of figuring out who you are in terms of self-discovery and really embody what it's like to be you. Let yourself be loose. Let yourself be free. Let yourself be like the cat and the Ace of Wands of being playful and cheerful like nobody else is watching. Like you're the only person, or cat for this instance, that really enjoys playing with this ribbon and find it really fun and exciting. And you don't care if anybody's watching you play with something very simple. Embody that energy. Embody the energy of you feeling like you can create whatever it is you want to create. You need to heal this side of you. You need to heal this shadow form of you, because it is not allowing you to let go of the past. It's not allowing you to move forward into the future. It's not allowing you to amplify the energy of yourself. And it's not allowing you to be your unique self. There is a path opening up for you into the future, but it requires you to put yourself first, prioritize yourself, kind of put yourself in the spotlight. Make sure you're the one being taken care of and giving yourself the energy that you need to give. You need to have a balance of your life and other people's lives. You need to be able to see yourself in the mirror and kind of say, hey, I love myself. I take care of myself. Take pride in taking care of myself. And I want the best for me. Those are the ambitions you need to have. Those are the energies you need to possess to move forward. And if you can't have that, if you don't feel like you can amount the energy to do that, then you need to heal that version of yourself and allow yourself to eventually come to the conclusion of being able to say those things in the mirror, being able to talk to yourself in a loving way, being able to take care of yourself. Because a lot of people's neglect towards you can be a lot of their own insecurities. It can come from a place of hurt, and maybe they don't really realize that they're doing it from that light. I'm sure they know that they are doing it, but they don't really realize why. And they're fully incapable of backing away from it. So it is your choice to also back away from it. If they cannot back away from it, you have got to back away from it, because you need to step into an energy where you are able to create better energy for yourself and creating a better lifestyle for yourself, and potentially even creating a new path to another soul connection. You don't want to sell yourself short. You don't want to live without. You don't want to live in neglect either. Do not neglect yourself. Get rid of these old habits, get rid of this old energy, and heal your shadow self. This is something that you need to be focusing on. Let's see if I can get any clarification on the Ace of Wands. We got the Moon card. I do believe that you're too afraid to bring a lot of your subconscious ideas into the light, into the sunlight, into a new energy. You're not allowing things that make you happy come into existence. You're only keeping them in a locked cage in the back of your mind because you're too afraid to take action. You're too afraid to move forward. There's too much dark energy around you. And the only light that you have is your own internal light. And you are not allowing that to be casted forward. You're not allowing that to be casted out. It is time for the moon to set and the sun to rise for you, to allow this energy to burst out the seams of who you really are and to create what you really want. It does not need to be on a subconscious level anymore. You need to start generating your ideas into the world. Let's see if I can get any sort of clarification on this Two of Cups. Okay, so now that I'm starting to see the 2 8s here, this is actually the 8 of Wands, I believe. Yes, the 8 of Wands. And the card that just came out is the 8 of Swords. Okay, so I'm starting to feel the energy that maybe there's some energy here about this 2 of Cups, about this soul connection, that maybe you feel like there's nobody else that can match an old energy. Maybe the neglect that you feel is that there's nobody else that can replace that old energy. But in reality, there is. You can first start off by replacing that energy. You can first start off by doing that. And then you can eventually find somebody with the blindfolds off, with the distractions gone, with your energy being casted back to you and amplifying it and casting it out in the world. You can find somebody very, very similar to you. It is possible, but you've just got to be able to see that. You've got to come to that conclusion on your own. I don't think there's more that I can tell you to change your mind. I think you're going to have to figure that out on your own, but it is possible. The cards do show that you can have that soul connection. Again, you can find somebody just as great as who you are, in your own liking, in your own light. Let's see if I can find a clarification card for the Empress. We have the Sun. Like I said, the moon turns into the sun once you are allowing that energy to come out of you. It's got to come out of you. The rage has got to go first. Maybe you're angry. Maybe you find displeasure in the ways that you feel. Let go of the anger first. And then out comes the beauty. Out comes the spark of life. Especially when you treat yourself in the nature that you need to be treated and you need to feel comfortable in your own skin. A lot of that energy is able to burst out the seams of you and create your life with the same reflection. To clarify, the Devil, the Emperor, maybe it's a mastering, controlling energy that you've got to let go from. You've got to release fears. You've got to release the instability. And you need to create a fearless mindset. You need to create a more stable path for you moving forward. Give yourself comfort. Give yourself security. Give yourself promise moving forward. Because there is that promise that you are able to let go and move forward with a better mindset, with better health, with a better lifestyle, with better energy being brought into yourself, your home, your environment, your life, everything. See if I can get clarification on this 5 of Wands. We got the Temperance card. Clearing out the old energy to bring in the new. Being able to transfer negative energy in your shadow, to creating more positive energy to be brought into your life. Because it's how you act, how you feel, and what you do in this world, especially transmitting the light, the sun, that allows it to generate and come back to you. So if you are wanting somebody to love you the way that you love, you've got to love the world in that same aspect. You've got to love yourself in that same aspect. And then that gets brought back to you. Whatever you generate with your energy, that is what you get paid back in full. So being able to clear away that darker energy to bring in new, more positive light within yourself, you will attract that same energy. See if we can get a clarification on the 8 of Wands now that we know that it's the Wands card. This deck confuses me sometimes. Sometimes it looks like a wand, sometimes it looks like a sword. But we're figuring this out. Alright, 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Clarification, please. Here we go. 5 of Cups. I think this is going to be like a flip of a switch for you, pile number 2. that I feel like you may have made this change a while back, but maybe you're just too afraid. You're not empowered enough to make this change. And I think it'll be easy for you. Follow the heart. Follow the positivity moving forward because you're attracted to positivity. Follow the positivity moving forward. Follow the positivity that you feel like you deserve, and it will create so much for you. Focus on the positive aspects. Focus on what you want to have in your life and the positive energy that you want in your life to be able to make these changes. Clarification on the Five of Pentacles. We have the Magician. Once you release this negative energy, once you get out of this mindset, cast this energy back to you, recollect all your energy, let go of any dead weight, you're going to be able to create your life the way you want it. Simple as that. Very, very simple. You're going to be able to create it the way you want it. Clarification on the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups. Abundance. Being able to be more decisive with your energy, be more protective of your energy, have more of an internal balance with your energy will pay off into a lot of abundance, a lot of happy endings, a lot of satisfaction. You will be happier with yourself. A lot of full completions of emotions will occur, and you'll be really internally balanced at the tail end of everything that takes place. All right, let's see what the Ace of Pentacles has to say. We've got the Four of Pentacles. I feel like I keep repeating myself with this energy of the past standing in your way, but it simply is the case. If you were able to motivate yourself with, the future that you want, I think it will encourage you to take on this path. Take on this energy. It's like whatever your deepest desires is, whatever your greatest wants and dreams are, if you are able to use that as your motivation moving forward, you can do so much greatness in your life, so much great turnaround in your life. And that's what you deserve, pile number 2. That's what you should be focusing on. Letting go of this dead weight, letting go of this negative energy, letting go of other people's expectations and thoughts, and really sitting with yourself and deciding that now's the time for me to put myself first, put myself forward, and to create and generate the positive energy that I find within myself into this world so that I can have what it is that I want to have and not being put second all the time. All right, at this time, I'm going to flip over the 2 oracles that we had for the animal energy spirits. What you need to have and embody the energy of is the unicorn spirit and the scorpion. The scorpion energy can be used in a lot of different scenarios, but I think it's really showcasing itself as being an energy that doesn't need to be messed with. Maybe an energy that is kind of misinterpreted, misunderstood, an energy that is peaceful unless provoking. And that's what I see you as, pile number 2, an energy that is peaceful unless they are provoking. And right now you need to use the scorpion strength of not allowing people to mess with your energy, not allowing people to really come at you in the wrong sense. You've got to protect yourself at all costs, and you got to protect your pure energy. I would recommend for you to look up the spiritual meanings of the scorpion and see what it is that you need to embody from them. That'll do you great justice. And then also, with the unicorn, you're a beautiful soul. You're unique. You're incredible. You have a gift. You have a gift to offer to the world. You have positive light that can radiate from you, and it should radiate from you. You're doing the world a disservice by not allowing your true beauty and true light to radiate into this world. Everybody deserves to see you shine and to see your purpose come into light. Okay? You do have a purpose, pile number 2, and you've got to get to that purpose. I would recommend for you to also look up the spiritual meanings of the unicorn as well, and to embody those properties within this journey for yourself, to give you strength, to give you encouragement. That's what I got for you, pile number 2, of what you need to be focused on right now. Hopefully you resonate with this reading. Thank you so much for being here. I gratefully appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hello, pile number 3. Anybody that has chosen the Fox Spirit card or the raw piece of Amethyst, welcome into your section of the video. In today's video, we are focusing on what you need to focus on, okay? So the way I'm doing this reading is I've got the Fox Spirit card here to help us get started, and then I'm also going to select 2 of the Animal Spirit Oracle deck cards from this Oracle deck that I have on the table beside the Fox Spirit card, and those 2 cards will be revealed at the end of what kind of energy of the animal spirits do you need to embody to help you during this time of focus and what you need to focus on. And then we'll let the tarot cards from the Fantastical Creatures deck to help us understand what it is that you need to focus on. So let's go ahead and move the Fox Spirit up here to the top of the corner. Let's figure out what 2 animal spirits need to help you during this time. What do you need to embody to help you during this time? All right, let's move these to the top here. We'll set this card there, the other one on top of it, and those will be revealed towards the end of the video or towards the end of your reading, so stick around towards the end to see what is revealed. So the card that is on the table currently with the Fox Spirit says, think on your feet. That is very, very interesting. That reminds me of an energy that is more fast-paced, maybe even endangered in a sense of having to get away quickly, having to make sharp decisions while you're going through a fast time of your life. Pretty interesting. What else could it resemble to me? Think on your feet. Think on your feet. Maybe even thinking on the go. Maybe you're having to make one decision after the other, and it'd be a way of thinking in succession kind of deal, where you can only make your choices based off the choice made before and the result that you see before. Let's see here. What does pile number 3 need to focus on? Got the chains, just the devil card. Got the 3 of cups. King of cups. Page of pentacles. 10 of wands. 9 of wands. The death card. 10 of swords. Last but not least, we have the page of wands. Interesting. So we got 2 pages here, and we got 2 10 cards here. So I feel like you're on the final stretch of something. You're on a final stretch of an idea, something that has kind of wrapped your thoughts into. You're fascinated by this energy, and it seems like there can't be too much pre-planning, okay? Because the planning that you are coming away from this energy on is an energy of a former self, or an energy of what needs to be a former self. And I feel like you relate to this King of Cups card pretty heavily, pile number 3, that this is who you are. You're someone that might even be in the feminine nature with a masculine appearance, and you are more of a sensitive individual. You relate more to your divine feminine energy, But you have to be the one in control. You have to make a lot of the choices in your life for things to succeed, for things to grow, for things to be successful and happy. But it seems like you are making choices from a past version of yourself that no longer needs to be. It almost seems like it's past overdue for your energy to move on into a new waveform, move on into a new life. And you need to captivate this energy. You need to accelerate this energy. You need to accept the energy that it's trying to transform into something exciting, something brand new, something fast, something electrifying. If you are trying to build community, if you're trying to build a new start, a fresh start, you are literally going to have to start fresh. You're on a tail end of a path that is coming to an end. Maybe even an end that you wish for it not to come to. Maybe you're in the energy of wishing that all things could come together for you and all things can be wrapped together in a present with a cute little bow on it. That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're aiming for. But it's simply not the case. You can't have that. You can't have everything wrapped together. Your wants are greater than you really think they are. I don't think you're actually wanting everything all together wrapped up in a little bow, but your current self's energy feels that way. And I think that current self's energy has to die. It has to gain a new life. It has to finish. Because once you're in the element of understanding of what your truest form needs to grow, it's like being okay with an energy of being trapped inside your home. But being trapped inside your home doesn't give you the right nutrients, doesn't give you the right resources, doesn't give you room to grow. It keeps you trapped, it keeps you dark, it keeps you unhealthy, it keeps you stunted with growth. And I think this is what's happening, is you're stunning yourself from growing by thinking that you need some of the current energy that you're wanting that shouldn't exist. You need to grow into something healthier, stronger, better, bigger. And I think that's why you have to let this past version of yourself die so you can see that. So you can bring in this new life. So you can bring in this new energy. And I think what it means by thinking on your feet is that you've kind of got to put yourself into this energy. You've got to let go of the past, let go of the past wants, put yourself in this new energy, and allow it to take you on a course. Allow it to take you towards a new direction. Allow it to make you make choices on your feet and after one another. Make the best choices after you've completed the other choices and seeing the results. It's like, for example, if you are trying to move, for example, and you were thinking about moving to a certain place, but you're preparing for yourself to find a job before you get there. I believe that you should just get there first before finding a new job. Because by the time you get there, you might even want something else. So I think you should go first, then decide to find a job. And make these choices one after the other. That's just a prime example. You can use that prime example to fit your narrative and what you're trying to do, pile number 3. But I think that is something that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to take away the restrictions, which I think the restrictions is your old energy that should not be there anymore. Your old wants that should not be there anymore. Let's see if we can get any clarification on the chains card, the death card, the devil card. We do have the death card. I looked at it as soon as I saw it. The lovers. The restrictions to break away to something that you either love or to someone you love. This has something to do with love, it seems, with a passion, with yourself, with someone else. A true, authentic connection. This is what you're breaking away to. A true, authentic connection with a multitude of things. Clarification on the 3 of Cups, please. We got the High Priestess. Having more of an understanding. I think you're wanting a bit of everything, and I think you need to have a bit of understanding of what it is you truly want, what it is your true instincts are calling for. Maybe you're not listening to yourself clearly. Maybe you need to digest what you realistically want, what realistically will make you happy, and just listen to what will make you happy, not what everybody else can be happy for you for. Can I get some clarification on the King of Cups, please? We've got the Page of Cups. Allow yourself to open up to a new version of yourself. Allow yourself to open up to your true, authentic emotions and your wants. Allow yourself to open up to a new experience of figuring out who you are, about figuring out another side of yourself. Can I get some clarification on the Page of Pentacles? The Six of Pentacles. So there can be a healthy moderation of being invested into something. Take your wants, take other people's wants, and have a healthy balance, have a healthy moderation of what you take from either side of the story. And just be really, really balanced and in control. Have a bit more self-control. Have a bit more diligence to it, of all of it. Maybe you are seeing one extreme more than you're seeing something else. And I think you need to have a more balanced vision. Maybe even having vision being 20/20. Maybe you need to start wearing your glasses more. Maybe you should start seeing the future with more of a healthier perspective, a realistic perspective, one that shows you being more in the driver's seat and also delivering to what your wants are. Let me get some clarification on the Ten of Wands here. The Tower. Yeah, like I said, it seems like you're moving towards an end of a cycle, and the end of a cycle cannot exist for you to move towards this new passion, towards this new light. You've got to let go of this energy so that way you can think more freely to eliminate this blockage. So that way you can think more freely on your feet, make better decisions, make more exciting decisions, make more riskier decisions. Riskier decisions can pay off during this time, especially when you have the backing of yourself and believe in yourself. Let me get some clarification on the Nine of Wands. The Fool. You're blocking yourself from a new beginning that needs to happen. This is a fresh start for you. This is a better understanding of yourself and your energy. You're putting yourself in a place where your energy can thrive better. You're taking yourself outside of the trapped home and the dark home, and you're putting it out into nature. You're putting it out into an energy where yourself can grow to newer heights, to newer energies, to learn new things, and to really ground yourself and put your roots into place so that way it can get the right nutrients it needs and to be really, really healthy. Being able to spread your wings and flying. Can I get some clarification on the Death card? We got the Five of Cups. Being focused too hard on the past and past energies and past ways of thinking, and limiting yourself to what you're used to knowing. When there's so much more exciting things that can happen in the future, you're not even worried about that enough. And I think that is a way of thinking that you're going to get away from. Thinking too far back into the past instead of thinking too far into the future. Allowing yourself to be excited. Allow yourself to take the energy of excitement and use it as fuel. Use it as a tool to amplify into the future. To do the work of manifestations for your future. Stop allowing past ways of thinking to take over and to try to work for you to move into the future, because this is unlike anything else that you're trying to do. Ever. And you should really focus on, just trying to learn through the process. Learn a new energy about yourself. Let yourself truly come to its fullest potential and its full color. We can get some clarification on the Ten of Swords. Ace of Wands. With something dying, with something ending, you're creating a new energy to take over, to take place. It's like having a fully grown 100-year-old tree with a bunch of limbs hanging over a baby sapling below it. And that big tree has died and lost all its limbs and it's needing to be cut down. The roots start to shrivel up. And then all of a sudden the baby tree takes off. It starts growing because it's always been guarded and protected in the worst way possible. Not even with its best intentions at hand. And it's grown into something great, or it's growing into something great now because it has a brand new energy. Letting go of something to bring in new energy to create from is definitely something that you need to work on and focus on. Pile number 3. Let go of some of the older energy that is not working. Maybe you can think of something that you've tried to manifest over and over again that you're like, man, this is not working. Why is this not working? And I'm kind of counting on this to help me. Stop manifesting that. Let go of that. Let go of those expectations. Look to something else. Look to something else that you can create with that energy instead of using this energy for something wasteful. Let me get some clarification on the Page of Wands. We got the Four of Pentacles. I feel like something is chasing after you, pile number 3. It almost seems like time is chasing in behind you, pressuring you to make a choice. And if you don't make the right choices for yourself, which is why I think On Your Feet is coming up to create an energy of you moving faster, is that it's going to push you into the deep end and put you in a position where you're learning the hard way and you're very uncomfortable and unstable. And I think it's better for you to embody your own energy and embody the spark of life that you're going to be getting from letting go of so much old ways of thinking and old energies and old habits and just negative energies that needs to be let go of. I think you're going to be able to move on with this new energy. Let it take over. Let it create a spark of life in you to make the better decisions for yourself. But something is after you. You can't stand where you're standing now for too long, or else this is going to catch up to you and start nudging you forward and pushing you forward. You're going to resist it, but there's no amount of resisting that's going to allow it to stop pushing you forward. So speed up, increase your speed, think on your feet, and make wiser choices for you. Pile number 3, that's seemingly what it's trying to tell you, that you're going to have to start moving at some point. You're going to have to start moving forward and making better, quicker decisions, especially with your best interest at heart. All right, so at this time, I am going to reveal the 2 Oracle cards, and I do highly suggest for the people that picked pile number 3 based off the Fox Spirit card, that you look into the Fox Spirit. Look it up. Look up the spiritual meaning of the Fox Spirit, and hopefully you'll get some great understanding of how the Fox's Spirit might be able to help you. It might give you the energy that you need to help you in the situation of the things that you need to be focusing on right now. All right. So the 2 cards that we have is the Cosmic Egg and the Phoenix card. The Rise of the Phoenix, transforming into something new. The Phoenix is definitely going to be a card that can help you, an energy that can help you. So I definitely look into figuring out what the Phoenix means to you by looking up the spiritual properties of the Phoenix. But I do see you rising up from the ashes, rising up from this old energy, embodying the energy of the Phoenix to transform into what you're supposed to transform into your gifts, to transform into a new energy that is going to help you more, transform into an energy that seemingly was always meant to be, was always on your journey, and you finally can get to that part of yourself. Then we have the Cosmic Egg, which I have absolutely no idea what this card means. So I'm going to read from this book to figure out what the Cosmic Egg means. I rarely work with this deck, so hopefully this will give us a good explanation of what you can embody. All right. So the Cosmic Egg says here in the book, completion, harmony, the infinite with the finite. The Cosmic Egg is the final card in the Journey of the Animal Spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the Cosmic Egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The Cosmic Egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. So the Cosmic Egg is very, very important here for you, pile number 3. As it seems like you are bidded to a contract, it seems that this is something that is fated for you. You are not alone in this journey. You are guided spiritually within this journey to get to where you're supposed to be, to become the person you're supposed to be. It is fate that is bringing you closer to this chapter. Like I said, the timing, it seems like things are pushing you forward, things are coming after you, behind you, to nudge you forward when you're not moving. And it's seemingly so because you are meant to be where you're going, wherever it is. And this is something that you need to focus on, pile number 3. I really hope all this makes sense to you and that it resonates with you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Gratefully appreciate every last one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video.